My name is Jenny Billman. I grew up in a dysfunctional home. My dog and the TV were my closest companions. Because I had absent parents, I was exposed to drugs and alcohol in elementary school. The rejection in my family, it's hard to even put words to the deep hurt and pain from being completely not wanted. I celebrated my 13th birthday in drug rehab. I was ready for high school, clean and sober. I knew how to talk about feelings. I knew how to help people through tough things. The only problem is I had changed, but nothing at my home had changed. So I started becoming the over extracurriculars, serving, helping everybody, and inside, I still had complete horrible anguish, and now I don't even have drugs to take the pain away. When I was 16, there was a bunch of crisis in my family. My mom's dad died. My dad finally left and they divorced. My mom said, I can't be a parent anymore. I have too many of my own issues. I can't be a parent. By the time it was my senior year, I was performing on the dance team. I was head dance captain of my dance team, and I was concert mistress of our school orchestra, and homeless. And nobody had any idea. Being in college, being on my own, I found some new people to be my new friends, and one of those people was named Jackson. Jackson was one of those friends that you have deep philosophical conversations about life goals and what you dream about. And Jackson was struggling and I was struggling. One night, on Friday night, he shot himself. His funeral was the first time that I remember being in a church that shared a clear message of the hope of Jesus Christ. This old man, a grandpa type guy, pretty tall, walked up to me and said, "Do you know Jesus?" And I was like, "I think so." And he said, "Not good enough." And I was confused, I was grieving. He explained to me very clearly that there's a different way to have your life. And honestly, I didn't want my life. There was nothing about it that I wanted to keep. We prayed right there at the graveside, and the way I see it, old Jenny died and was buried at the funeral that day. But handing my life over into God's hands, something happened. And I know it doesn't always happen with other people, but instantly, I feel like there's somebody with me and that loves me and cares, and that even when I'm desperate in bed at night because of circumstances, I'm not alone. And I still can't believe that when nobody else wanted me, and even as messy and messed up, homeless, drug addict, unwanted, rejected, that's who he wanted. Me? It still baffles me. When I think back on the day that Jesus rescued me, I think about that old man. I found out later that old man was Jackson's grandfather. And it scares me to think, what if he didn't share? What if I hadn't heard from him that day? And I honestly think I would be dead. As a person depending on Jesus now, every day, and it's something I have to. I still am a recovering addict. I still try to perform for approval when I don't need to. I still have lots of faults, and I think God allows that, so I still have to depend on Him every single day. But what I hope and pray is that now God can somehow use my life I love Zumba. I never stop dancing, and I believe God has me with these ladies to love them and reach them and let them know that they are loved and that they are accepted and they are not alone. And I don't want anyone that was where I was to end up without Jesus. There's people around me every single day in the life God has already given me. And I just hope and pray that each day, like He found me, that He will continue to use my life to find others.